I'm going to talk to you about a verse that I think we apply wrongly sometimes in our relationship, and that is Ephesians 4:26 through 27, where it talks about in your anger, do not sin. Okay, do not let the sun go down while you are still angry, and do not give the devil a foothold. Now, we take that literally and we think, okay, don't let the sun go down on my anger. Okay, that means I have to resolve everything before I go to sleep. I think this could actually cause problems. Sometimes it's better not to resolve things right away. Sometimes it's better to back off, wait, and sleep on it. Actually, do the opposite, to let the sun go down. I had this situation recently. My husband and I bought a little camper, and that was something he wanted. I'm not like totally keen on doing that, but okay, under certain circumstances. And so we were going to go camping, and my husband made some arrangements without talking to me about how to do a certain camping trip. And I was not happy, was not comfortable. And so I ended up telling him, I'm not okay with that. You should have not set that up without asking me. He got mad at me, reacted instantly, saying I was too picky and I had to have everything perfect and fine. So we both basically were like, I don't want to go with you, and I don't want to go with you, and should have bought the camper and forget it. Okay, well, you can see how something like that can easily happen. Now, in the past, I applied that scripture literally, not just because I was wanting to apply the scripture literally, but because I'm a resolve it now person. I feel anxious with unresolved conflict. I feel uncomfortable until it's resolved. So I would push to resolve it. And of course, here I'm reactive and angry. My husband's reactive and angry. Neither one of us is going to be reasonable. I guarantee you, had I pushed that conversation, it would not have gotten better. It would have gotten worse. So there was no way that I was going to fix that by going to him when he was annoyed and reactive. And everything else he would have said would not have been pretty. And then I would have reacted in a way that wasn't pretty. So I have learned more now to hands off, like let go, like keep my mouth shut and give it time. And when I'm giving it time, I'm giving it time for me to think about it, pray about it, kind of get a different perspective, think about how I feel, what the options are. So the next day, I brought it up at the right time, actually later in the day, not first thing in the morning, and just in a very casual kind of, could we talk about that a little bit? Here are my concerns with doing that trip that way. And more in a that way, coming in through that. These are my concerns. These are my feelings. What do you think about that? And then in that case, he was able to address my concerns without being angry. And we came to a place where we were able to resolve it. And we were mutually okay with the resolution that he brought up. And I said, sure, fine, let's do it that way. Let's check this out. Let's do that. And then let's consider doing that way. And we were able to resolve it. So you've got to think about when there is a disagreement, conflict, are you wanting to let the sun go down on your wrath because you're afraid to confront? And by doing that, you're pushing it off and you're not going to confront, or you're avoiding because you never want to. You're not just afraid, you just are avoidant. You don't want to deal with any problems, not really even afraid of the other person, but you just don't like conflict and you're just not going to go there. Or maybe you're kind of like, well, I don't have to do it, I'm just going to do it my way. So you got to ask yourself, am I putting this off for healthy reasons or for unhealthy reasons? Because sometimes giving the devil a foothold is forcing that conflict and forcing that discussion at a time when people are not in a situation to where they can actually talk about it without being reactive. So it depends on how you're going to give the devil a foothold. Are you going to continue to be angry and push it to make it even worse? Or are you going to let go, back off, let things calm down, and approach it when you have a clearer mind? That's the question. Okay. All right. I hope this helped you and gave you just kind of a different way of viewing that scripture as it has me. Okay. All right. Thank you for watching these videos on Change My Relationship.